All right guys, what's up? So in this video we're doing more testing, finishing up the C6, and it's a production go time. That's right, we have fixed everything, figured everything out. So we brought in another one of the beta testers, brought his C6. Emma has returned with the engineers. We went completely through it. We fixed and settled all the minor issues. So C6 is a go. So if you are a buyer waiting, yes, we are going into full production. If you haven't purchased one of these units, I suggest that you jump on it, because we only have a limited supply of chipsets in order to put these out. And this is, it's a groundbreaking mod for the car. I also picked up a C5 for the development of the C5 screen and the triple knob setup. So we're going to go through that in this video. And then, yeah, look at it. I'm giving you a peek. I got Hummer action coming, guys. And lastly, let me come in here. Do you guys remember the buggy issue? The buggy issue with the title? This is turning into a big situation here in Vegas, so sub to the channel, keep up with what I'm doing, but we're doing Corvette stuff today. Stick around, you're watching KnightDriveTV.
I always wanted to build fast cars, so self-taught I started with engine swaps, composites in my apartment, to multiple shops, tuning, fabrication, and more. 10 years later, the big time, SEMA, Speed TV, I climbed from nothing, but I lost it all. This is my new ride, KnightDriveTV. Failure is not an option. Us car guys keep banging the gears of life.
What?
Starving.
Look at her. They're dying. What's wrong with you? All right, so we're going over some things here, trying to figure out, but Emma's got to order food because Huang back there, he won't work until he eats, he said. He's refusing to work. She's so down in there. Look at her, top of her head in there. So she's explaining that because they didn't expect us to get customers outside of the U.S. Right now, the metric setting, it will change some things, but in order to get Celsius down here, they're going to have to work on a software update. So for you people in Canada and Switzerland, and a couple guys that I know that are reaching out to me that want to get this in countries that use Celsius, then there's an update that's going to have to happen. So for now, you're going to have to learn Fahrenheit. He's just handling it. Look at this. He just got his arms crossed. He's like, simple, next. And he's like, so we were having a discussion over a low pass filter. And if you're on this filter, if you're on this EQ screen, we were kind of in discussion of how to isolate certain frequencies to the sub. You've got a lot of gain control here, and you've got a low pass and a high pass filter up here. Sound field delays, man, you got all kind of stuff in here.
So this was an issue that we were looking for. It was pointed out by Kelby, and so he's one of the DevGuru beta testers, and so I grabbed him on the screen. He was driving across Texas, but he was able to help us out, and we pointed him in the direction. So as with most things, a lot of issues we're finding are user-based, just not really digging through the screens and the systems enough. So we're going to be building more and more how-tos and things like that, but there's a lot of functionality here.
Yeah, I was just calling you on the quick because I had him here, and I was like, oh man, let me just kind of call him so you could explain to them, because they were asking how you connected the sub, and you just used the sub out, the single out, right? Okay, well, yeah, it's as simple as that, so it'll be good for everybody to know now. I mean, you helped me find it, because we might have never found it.
Well, I mean, dude, that's awesome, man. I mean, I was kind of wondering why I wasn't there, but, I mean, that's kind of a pretty important deal, but that's awesome that it is there, and I'm glad that we got that functionality built in there.
Did you have any other issues?
No, not at all. Once I restarted it, once I did a factory reset after I updated it, man, I haven't had any issues. It's been running great.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. Okay, so we've installed this unit. We get this noise that people are saying their noise went away. And I guess that's right now I have the door open and I have the radio off, but it's in accessory mode, so it's like warning. At least it's here. Well, at least your car is serving the community.
It is.
By being dismantled over and over. So, are you ready to use it yet?
I am. It's been a while.
Yeah. How long has it been since you drove it? When did we stop driving?
It was early summer last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Since you've been driving it? Wow. Alrighty, it is the next day. We've got one of the C6 beta testers here cleaning up a small problem he's having with his automatic headlights. I'm not having it on mine, so we're gonna make sure and eliminate any variations in model year. So let's get out there and meet Josh. Alrighty, well, hopefully it starts because they left the door open yesterday. Alrighty, here we go. Almost didn't have it. Alright, we're gonna back this and the ZR1 out and make some room. Well, she is running. Not too bad. Paid $12,500 for this car. This was probably a $10,000 car before the C19 situation, but I still feel like it wasn't a bad price overall. It's Nassau Blue. It's got, I can't even tell you how many miles. It's got 101,000 miles on it. And the air works, everything works. It's got a little bit of noise in the rear end. Hopefully it's not the diff. Hopefully it's just the axle. They were beating on it. It was young guys that owned it. So air works though. A little bit of starter noise. Got an engine light, they said, because of the long tubes. So we'll see what we're going to do with this car. But yeah, runs. Runs good. Not too bad. Not too bad. All right, we got to slide my LS3 out of the way. We got to get this on this stand, but it's still in the box. Hopefully Summit put it in there because I wouldn't know. That was definitely Emma sitting in there with the light on. Emma. There we go, there we go, there we go. Oh man, we got chain guide noise in this one, I think. One reason Lace got to cut my hair is because I rubbed the headliner in the C4. Got my tall hair on. We got to do a video on this car ahead. I'm going to pull the full intake manifold. We got to do a bunch of secondary work and get her running good. But for now, we got some ride control problem. Probably because of the battery. You'll have that. Alrighty. And the C4s, you got to pull up on a ring. I don't know if you C5 and C6 guys, you're not used to that. You got to pull up on a ring to get over there. And then back you go. A little bump in there. There we go. Need some shocks in the front end. She's bouncing. She's a bouncing. Oh, we're about to hit the C5. About to hit the C5. Let's go this way. There we go. Bets everywhere. That's what I like to see.
So the key for bringing Josh's car in is he was having some auto headlight function issues that we were going to investigate. And he also has the memory seats.
Shiny black. We got a shiny black.
My car is a base model, but we had a user who was saying his memory seat functions were lacking, so we're going to test.
That's probably good. All right, so it does look like he has there is one can update. He's 625, 628 was the most recent. He said after the update is when his auto light stopped working, so that could be as simple as the new update, because there's one more newer, 628. So
It was working before the update?
it was working, yeah, and then he updated to whatever this 625.
625?
Yeah, which was June 25th update.
625号那版软件更新之后，自动大灯就不行了，就是what about the memory stick?
Well, that's what we're gonna. So I guess we're gonna have to set an exit feature. You sent me what?
For the beta testers, so you can
The camera.
share with them. No, the screen protector.
Emma.
Aww.
Why are you playing with me? You did not, Emma. You lying. He's in there. He's like, I'm trying to read his face on the camera. Like, they come here all. Emma came here. She wouldn't even talk to me almost. And this one, he's sleepy. Like, yeah, he was. They got some sleep now. They're a little refreshed and ready to go. And you did the supercharger, or you bought the car supercharged? You finished it.
I finished it.
Okay, cool. So
had all the parts with it, but it wasn't finished.
So how do you like it so far? As
torque delivery is instant. I'm
Yeah.
always brake tires off,
Right.
and I'm still hitting 11s.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So once I get the right tires on, I can put in competitive
Yeah.
and hopefully break
Right.
in like those high 10s.
Right. So your first vet?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was all Japanese before this.
Really?
Japanese sport bikes.
Yeah.
You know, Japanese sports car. And,
Let's see.
you know, gave up my Lexus RCF for
Yeah.
this and haven't regretted it since.
Right. So you were saying as far as installing the unit for people that are kind of curious, I mean, because we made this specifically for C6, so pretty easy.
Yeah, as a guy who works on usually 4 hours of sleep, so I work 2
Yeah.
jobs, I'm a full-time dad.
Gee.
Not really, you know, my first head unit, I could probably have done, you know, one eye covered and
Yeah.
arm tightened on the back. It's
Yeah.
so simple. Everything is just been made, you know.
Yeah. So how do you feel like it changes the interior experience?
I feel fancy. Like,
You
know,
feel, yeah.
For living on the east side, I feel pretty
Yeah.
bougie.
What's up?
How we doing? I mean,
Oh, it started? Yeah.
get started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to push the brake.
Push the brake and push the.
What happened? Oh, it's that? It's good?
It's good now.
So he has the Morimoto headlights on this. So simple as an update. So that's good. Good sign. That's a good thing. That means we don't have nothing big to deal with. Yeah. Emma's checking things out. She's double checking. What's up? It's working? Okay.
How does this work? We don't know.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
You wanna?
Yeah.
Wanna show us?
Yeah, we got to make sure. All right, so we're testing the auto exit feature. So with the shutoff, let's see if it goes back. Or you open your door. That may be the trigger. No auto exit. So that did work, but it didn't do it automatically. So we're testing the function. He's in the exit position, so.
So we repeatedly tested, and for some reason, though we didn't get initial functions correctly, suddenly it began working. And so we went back and forth, but after about 4 or 5 cycles, all the entry and exit features worked. So that was that.
How do we feel? How do we feel? Overall progress. How do we feel?
Very positive.
She says she's conservative.
I'm a conservative, yeah.
Yeah, you like to go slow, make sure it feels
Yeah.
pretty comfortable.
Yes.
So we gone through a lot of different issues, kind of went through most of them pretty quick. So we're seeing some user errors, I think, right? Mm-hmm. And just a little bit of getting them up to speed with the updates.
Let them play a little bit more.
Play a little bit more,
Yeah,
right?
get familiar with the system.
Right. So overall, you feel pretty good? Bob? So you think we're ready to go into production with what we have?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So all the guys waiting, they're waiting on Emma. They waiting on them, but now their job is done. So
Yeah, it's my job now.
it's your job now. So we'll move forward, and we should be pretty good, huh? And then we're gonna work on C5. We talked about kind of doing some tweaks. We're gonna do a little more testing on that, and then
Frame.
that's not far behind because, like I was telling the audience, telling people, you said this was the C6 in your company's experience, one of the most difficult.
Very.
Yeah, and that was surprising because you've done, like, Bentley is not an
Bentley-
easy car, right?
Bentley is not easy
and that's
car.
Volkswagen
Maserati.
essentially, right? VW Group,
Maserati, Bentley, these cars are not easy.
right?
But we're there.
But somehow the C6 Corvette of all cars
Yeah.
was pretty challenging.
It's it's very challenging. It
Yeah.
was very challenging.
Yeah.
Now I think we figured out.
C5 though, a bit easier. I mean, so far we feel like, yeah,
C5 is much easier than C6.
right. But we got to do some physical tweaking.
Except the manual.
Oh, except the manual knobs. Oh, the manual knobs. He's worried about the manual. He's like, oh, those manual knobs. All right. See you in November.
See you soon.
Oh, boy. So that was pretty quick. They were in and out in about an hour and 10, 15 minutes. Thank you, Josh, for coming over to Night Drive TV headquarters here. And we went through it pretty quick. Did find a lot of quirks and things like that. But mostly this is user interface stuff. You know, in his case, he didn't have one particular update. So this is all stuff we're building. So for you guys that haven't bought it yet, fear not. You know what I mean? This stuff is getting dealt with. We have really good integration. And as Emma mentioned, this was one of the most difficult unit that they've worked on. So, hey, it was a good idea, right? You know what I mean? It was just a challenging one. Who knows why C6 is such a difficult car to work with in some ways, but we got the unit done and full production from here. So you guys that have paid for one or waiting, that is going to trigger the full production run forward. And then, of course, we have some units left. So here you go. This is a one-time opportunity. If you're in a Corvette club, also leave a comment. I am sending out some emails to Corvette clubs around the country. If you would like an opportunity to buy multiple units, I can give you a discount on that as well. The objective here is that we are going to make a little bit of a concession up front in the hopes that once you guys get it and it starts to kind of trickle out there, if you guys could be so kind for that discount to really put it out there, post some pictures, support the project, because I'm a guy in a garage here over in Las Vegas trying to make big things happen for the Corvette scene the best I can. And so we got more coming on the C5. Yeah, a little red scoop thing on there. So, I mean, I'm going to be tweaking on that next, and the bezels. So your emails for bezels are about to be out. That's what I'm going to go work on all this weekend. So the bezel pre-buy is beginning for the headlights. So we got lots happening, guys. Trying to keep the momentum behind me, and hope that KnightDriveTV can keep on steaming. So thank you for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Catch you on the next one. Sub, comment. I'm out.